Hey friends, welcome to Vedyug. I'm your science mentor. And today we are going to see a very interesting chapter of your syllabus, which is nothing but heat. But before moving forward, let us recall and recap all the things which we have learned in our previous standard. So in previous standard, we learned about heat transfer, expansion, contraction of solids. Then we learned about liquids and gases also. Then we learned about heat versus temperature and how to measure temperature with a thermometer. But what is the difference between heat and temperature? If you want to measure the temperature and heat, but what is the difference between them? So let's solve some questions to remember about heat. So its answer is pretty simple. Heat is the total energy in a substance, while temperature is the measure of the average kinetic energy of its particles. But what are the different ways of heat transfer? ये आपको भी क्वेश्चन आता होगा. So इसका आंसर भी उतना ही सिंपल है. The different ways of heat transfer are conduction, convection and radiation. So it was all about our previous standard. So dear friends, in this video and in this part of the video, we will learn about topics like latent heat and regelation. So first, we will learn about latent heat. So when ice is heated, its temperature remains constant at 0 degree Celsius until it melts into water, and heat energy converts ice without a rise in temperature. You must be seeing a diagram beside this which tells you about latent heat. So this constant temperature is called the melting point of ice, and water remains at a constant of 100 degrees Celsius until it turns into steam. So latent heat absorption during phase transition does not change the temperature. But latent heat of fusion is a heat absorbed during solid to liquid transformation. Talking more about specific latent heat of fusion. So specific latent heat of fusion is absorbed per unit mass during solid to liquid phase transition. Now let us learn about boiling point of the liquid. आपने ऑब्जर्व भी किया होगा, जब विंटर के सीजन में आप पानी गर्म करने को रखते हो तो पानी एक पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर क्रॉस करने के बाद बॉईल होना शुरू होता है. सो लेट अस लर्न मोर अबाउट दैट व्हाई डज इट हैपन. सो द कांस्टेंट टेम्परेचर एट विच द लिक्विड ट्रांसफॉर्म्स इनटू गैसियस स्टेट इज कॉल्ड बॉइलिंग पॉइंट ऑफ द लिक्विड. Talking more about latent heat of vaporization. So the heat absorbed during liquid to gas transformation at constant temperature is latent heat of vaporization. Now, but what is specific latent heat of vaporization? So the heat absorbed per unit mass for liquid to gas transformation at constant temperature is specific latent heat of vaporization. So this was all about the previous section. Now let us learn about regelation. So the phenomena where ice converts to liquid under pressure and reconverts to ice upon pressure removal is known as regelation. So let us do a regelation activity. In the diagram, you can see there is wire penetrates ice slab due to regelation. Hence, you observe that pressure melts ice into water and reverts to ice when pressure is released. So friends, this was all about latent heat and regelation. So dear friends, we learned about some interesting and basic things about heat. So friends, in next part of the video, we will cover the remaining portion of this chapter, in which we will learn about anomalous behavior of water, dew point and humidity. So जो आपने पानी गर्म करने को रखा था उससे नहा लीजिए, फ्रेश होके नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मिलते हैं इसी एनर्जी के साथ. टिल देन, हैप्पी लर्निंग.